Have you ever walked out of a bar smelling like smoke? Was it hard to enjoy your meal because you could barely swallow due to the smoke? Did you feel your lungs blackening from the effects of secondhand smoke? I'm sure all of us have had an unpleasant experience with dining in a place that allows smoking. These places are most likely bars. Breathing other people's smoke is called passive, involuntary, or secondhand smoking. A great quote to remember is, "Smoking is an option, breathing is not." So why are people allowed to smoke in public buildings? Well, I would say it may not be banned because that would cut into the profits of the business. When people think of a bar, they think of peanuts, alcohol, and a smoky atmosphere. When I think of a bar, I think of secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke offers the same risks to the non-smokers as it does to the smoker. Some of the immediate effects of passive smoking include eye irritation, headache, cough, sore throat, dizziness, and nausea. Long-term exposure to secondhand smoke increases the risk of heart disease, cancer, and emphysema. Throat cancer can result in the esophagus being closed, and the result is a feeding tube and voice distortion. People who suffer from asthma and bronchitis and frequent establishments that allow smoking are really setting themselves up for what can be a deadly combination. Just 30 minutes exposure is enough to reduce coronary blood flow. Most of the chemicals smokers consume are chemicals in our house that most would not consider consuming. Cigarette smoke contains over 60 chemicals that contribute to cancer. Non-smokers exposed to cigarette smoke in the workplace have increased lung cancer risk of 16 to 19%. Smoking should also be banned because it is a fire hazard. Many times, smokers fail to completely extinguish their cigarette butts completely, and the smoldering can easily create a deadly fire. An employee of a smoking establishment may unknowingly empty an ashtray with a smoldering cigarette into a receptacle with other flammable material. Ashtrays full of stuck cigarettes and filthy ashes could greatly diminish the appeal of a restaurant or gathering place. It causes discoloration of walls and fabrics, and the smell can be impossible to get rid of after prolonged exposure. Upholstery and surfaces are subject to burn marks and holes. Many businesses would benefit from banning smoking inside their venues. Many families do not patronize businesses that allow smoking. Parents choose to protect their children by not exposing them to smoky environments. In fact, many adults, including parents, already choose to not smoke in their own homes, vehicles, or places where children are present. Everyone is aware of the effects that smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke can have on the human body. Businesses could perhaps lose long-time smoking customers, but the appealing air quality would rein in families, elders, and children. Statistics show that businesses can still remain viable while going smoke-free. Enforced tobacco bans may also encourage smokers to reconsider quitting. By making it harder for smokers to take part in the harmful act, they may come to the conclusion it is more of a hassle than a luxury. It is also a very expensive habit, so the less a person is able to smoke, the cheaper it could be. Reduced medical costs and a decrease in employee sick days may also be a benefit to the employer. When people smoke, they are setting a bad example for others. Parents or teens need to step up and reconsider their actions, because young ones are watching. We need to stop the trend now. Smoking is thought of as a nasty habit by many. Even smokers would agree. I think as Americans, we are entitled to breathe clean, smoke-free air if we are supporting a business. For Americans who are trying to make it with today's economy, there should be laws to prevent smoking in the workplace. Employees should not have to risk their health in order to make a living. Every state in America should pass or present bills promoting statewide smoking bans. Smoking contributes greatly to air pollution. Children who do not get a choice deserve to be granted clean air. We all do. Out of respect for everyone, smokers and business owners need to promote the habit in an outside, airy environment. Remember, smoking is an option, breathing is not.